at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Erin Sullivan. We begin with our top 6 headlines at 6. Breaking tonight, an Omaha police officer was hurt by shrapnel during a training exercise. Police say this happened at their training center near Rainwood and Blair High Road. We're told it's a minor injury and the officer went to the hospital. Also breaking tonight, 2 U.S. aircraft shot down by Iranian fire today. The first, an F-15, went down in Iran this morning. We're told the military has safely recovered only one of the 2 pilots. The second aircraft, an A-10 Warthog, was hit over Iran this afternoon while looking for the missing pilot. That plane was able to fly back to Kuwait airspace, where the pilot safely ejected and then ditched the aircraft. Investigators believe Alex Foster Jr. was speeding on I-29 yesterday when his car crossed lanes and hit the edge of a bridge before landing in a creek. Foster died at the scene. He was 39 years old. Well, big changes are coming to the ACT. Starting this year, students taking the college entrance exam will answer fewer questions with more time. Those changes could make it easier to earn scholarship money based on their score. The end of a federal program, leaving an Iowa nonprofit scrambling. The USDA recently cut the Increasing Land Access program meant for supporting the next generation of farmers. That led to the cancellation of a fellowship in Johnson County, Iowa, 2 weeks after it started. And Nebraska men's basketball's head coach, Fred Hoiberg, given a prestigious honor tonight. The Associated Press naming Hoiberg their Coach of the Year. Hoiberg delivered a historic season, including the program's first NCAA tournament win and a trip to the Sweet 16.